He's back, you guys. Steve Yzerman, Detroit's favorite son, is back. Woo! Oh, I'm excited. I am so excited. The Detroit for all of these for all of people all you people that don't know or really don't care, Red Wings Nation, this is great. Steve Yzerman is now the general manager of the Detroit Red Wings. Wow. I didn't really see this coming. I was not expecting this, but I was crossing my fingers and hoping beyond hope that Mr. Yzerman would return to Detroit in the front office in some fashion, preferably as a general manager, but it has happened and I'm excited. I I can't believe it. That Steve Yzerman, the player that made me a Detroit Red Wings fan, or inspired me to be a Detroit Red Wings fan, is now the general manager of my beloved Red Wings. This is great. This is exciting. Shout out to Steve. He was an absolutely great player with us, and I can't wait to see what he can do, uh, taking ownership of the roster and hopefully making this team back into being contenders again. This is great. I also want to give a shout out to Ken Holland. Ken, God bless him, he has done a absolutely fantastic job with us. Uh, he has built some great rosters over the years as the Red Wings general manager. He he has built some great dynasties, uh, going back to the late '90s in the deep into the Steve Yzerman era, where he brought in great players like Chris Chelios, Brendan Shanahan. The rosters were deep, with guys like Darren McCarty and oh man, it was, you had the Russian Five. That's what Ken Holland did for us. He was absolutely incredible. He hired Scotty Bowman, I believe, a great coach and one of the greatest coaches in my opinion. Ken did so much for us, and I thank him for that. The Red Wings were just so dominant for so long, and that is partly due to Ken Holland and his great work as general manager. Sadly, after the Steve Yzerman era, things went downhill. The talent diminished. That is not really completely on Ken at all. It's just kind of like based off of just how things go, and sometimes it's a little bit of luck is involved. I felt like Ken has been able to put together some good rosters to decent rosters post Yzerman era. We still had Nick Lidstrom. He did bring along Henrik Zetterberg, who has been an absolutely great captain for us. Pavel Datsuk worked his way up from the fourth line to eventually the first line and has been a absolutely fantastic player for us. Huge shout out to Ken for getting those guys. There just probably hasn't been as much depth as there was in years past when Ken was able to really get that really deep roster for us, and it just didn't really happen in recent years. There was some overspending on players, and I know Ken would take a huge hit for that. But in all reality, a lot of things are just based off of luck, and things just have to come together full circle in order for these things to really happen. Um, but yeah, enough about the past. This is all about looking towards the future of this incredibly great franchise of the Detroit Red Wings, and having Steve come over is great. I am excited to see what he can do. He obviously has plenty of GM experience. He was the GM of the Tampa Bay Lightning before stepping down in his role there, and in hopes of joining his team that drafted him and won multiple cups with. This is why I'm excited, because he's proven he's not just a familiar face. He's just not the the beloved figure that fans just gush over without really looking at like the facts and what Steve brings to the table. He's got the resume. He's got the tools. This is absolutely fantastic, and I this is just great. I can't wait. Can't wait. I'm looking forward to seeing what next season holds, and what Steve can do with the sixth overall pick coming up in next month's draft. This is just fantastic. And I guess I will leave it there, you guys, and I will catch you later for another video. It'll probably obviously be a football video, and if you guys have watched this hockey video, you guys are great. That's awesome. And I will see you guys later.